Hi there, welcome back. So in this beautiful video, we just wanted to go through, so many people are asking for videos around spirit guides. Now, the first thing that's coming up today, as this topic is coming up, is for you to sit with yourself and ask, close your eyes, do spirit guides exist? Do they really exist? Do I believe with all my heart that they exist? Can you imagine yourself having a conversation with your beautiful spirit guides? So, my beautiful beings, you can open your eyes now. That is the first step, the most important step. If you can't see it, then it's not possible, because everything starts up here. You have to see it. You have to be able to see it. If you can't see it, then you can't bring it into your reality. And it's not about forcing it. Oh, okay, I have to believe. And deep down, you don't believe that they exist. It's not about believing. The belief can come. But the faith, having faith that they exist, that they are real, that is enough. Close your eyes and imagine. Imagine what they look like, even if you can't see them right now. Pick one. Pick a spirit guide. Let's say, pick, I'll let you choose, because if it's one that doesn't resonate, then it's going to put you off. So without saying much more, close your eyes again. Take a deep breath in. Pick one spirit guide and picture them. Imagine them. They're standing right in front of you. Imagine them clearly. What do they look like? See them. What color is their hair? Do they have hair? What color are their eyes? Do they have human form? Are they in animal form? Are they just a color that appears? A shape? What does your spirit guide look like? Imagine it now. Imagine it completely. See it in your mind. What does your spirit guide look like? Take notes of what you are seeing. If it's human form, is it male? Is it female? Is it asexual? Maybe it's neither. How are they dressed? Do they have any clothing? If it's not human form, observe it carefully. What does the spirit guide look like? What colors do you see in relation to this spirit guide? Is it holding anything? Imagine it. See it first. See it. Doesn't matter that you're making it up in your mind, but you're seeing it. And if you're seeing it, it's possible for you. It's possible. It's in the infinite possibilities that at the moment is unknown. But in order to bring things from the unknown into our reality, we need to see it first. We need to be able to imagine it first. Imagine them standing there in front of you. Take it all in, what it is that you're imagining. Take it all in. Do they glow? Is there a glow about them? Is it a light? Do they just show up as a light? An orb, maybe, of light. You may open your eyes now. So this is the first and the most important step. More than believing that they exist, we need to be able to see it always. This is what has been coming through very clearly for me in the last few months. We need to see it to bring it into our reality. We need to be able to see it, not with our physical eyes. Not, oh, okay, I can see that there's a tree there, and I can see that there's a desk there, and I can see that whatever it is that you can see physically around you. You need to be able to close your eyes and see it clearly in front of you. A few months ago, I'm sure I've told this story, but I'm just chuffed, because so many experiences in my life have pointed to that what I'm sharing with you today, that if you see it clearly in your mind, you can bring it into your reality. In March this year, I had a dear friend that passed away. And what manifested in my reality, the grief, it manifested with me. I had pain in my hip, in my right hip specifically. And I just couldn't walk. It was so painful. And I would force myself to walk every day because I knew within that the less I moved, the more stiff it would become. I kept hearing the words, move, move, move all the time. Keep moving, keep it moving. So I made an effort every day to walk, no matter how painful it was. And it was excruciating at one point. I was hobbling on my beautiful walk. Around the same time, I think it was a month later, a couple of months later, my daughter developed this cough that went on for months. She had it for about 3 months straight. And I remember at the time, I kept getting the information for her to see herself completely healed and without that cough. And that's what I kept saying to her. I said to her, my darling, you need to see yourself healthy without that cough. See yourself breathing in again and breathing out again. And you are whole again. You are healthy again. You are full of that energy. And that is gone. See it gone. See it done. And it took about 3 months. And towards the end, she was crying like, Mum, I'm so done with this cough. I'm so done. But what I was receiving for her, the advice, stayed true. See yourself completely healthy. See yourself the way you were before it came. How happy you were and that you could laugh and all of it, and that wasn't there. I said to her, this is temporary, it's passing through. And all the while I had this pain in my hip. And we'd go on walks and it was painful. She'd be like having to walk so slowly next to me, like she's walking with a 90-year-old. And I'm like, oh, I'm so sorry. But she never said anything. She never said anything. And she knew I already had all the information I needed for my path because I was already giving her the advice. And then one day, I remember my husband saying to me, have you done Reiki on that yet? And I know he doesn't believe in any of that. So he was just trying to make a point that, see, it's not real, it doesn't work. He was just trying to make that point. But to be honest, until that moment, I hadn't tried it. I hadn't done it, not because I didn't believe in it, but because I was so busy. See, my plan was that by the time I finished working with that beautiful lady that passed away, I thought I still had a year left. And I had already started putting together there was all these wheels in motion. That next year I would be coaching, next year I would have all these courses up and running. And the next book, that was all going to be all done. Next year, this was all happening. I already had this all. I was already working towards all of that. It was already in my awareness. This is what was going to happen. But next year, I thought I still had a whole year to put all this together. And then she passed away and it was like, oh, I'm not ready yet. And so what was happening was, of course, there was the grief, but there was also the stress that, oh, now I have to get this all in. I have to move. I have to get this going right now, not next year, but now. And so all of that, jumped into my system and created this, this pain of, I'm not ready. That's what I felt at the time. Apart from the grief I felt that I had lost her already, was I'm not ready. I felt like I wasn't ready yet, to jump into all of this yet. But I didn't give my hip the time of day. I didn't stop to do anything with it because I realized, well, now is the time, right? Now is the time. We don't know how much time we have to do the things that we want to do. I could be next. I could be the one next month and done. And that's all, that's it. And most of my courses weren't up and running yet. I was still creating them. I was still in the creation process of putting it together with my spirit guides, It was all, I had the blueprint for all of them, of what we wanted to bring forward and what we were going to bring, put together. But it wasn't materialized yet. I hadn't started the process. And so it was like, a kick in the pants. Get moving, it's time. Get it started. And so I was like, okay, I'm getting started now. And so all of that, I jumped into all of that, finishing off the 7th book because I had already started that this year while she was still alive, but I hadn't finished it. And then starting all the courses, getting all of that moving. It was all there, fleshed out on paper, and some of them, I had started some of the videos, some of the recordings, but they weren't ready to upload yet, Where was I going to upload it to? I hadn't decided what I was going to do with that yet. So there's so much going on, So once I started, I got all of that done, right? And I was happy with, okay, there's some courses up. I'm happy with that now. And, sometimes life just throws you in. It's like, okay, yeah, they throw you in the deep end. Now it's time to get swimming. Come on, stop, you've done what you needed to do. Now it's time to get moving with it, And so after all that, I got busy with all the courses, all those things, that I felt, this is what I need to bring to the world before I go, at least have all of this in. The material world, in this reality, that others, even if it's not in my time, but these books are here now, and it may be for future generations. We don't know the beautiful work that we do. We don't know when it's going to be, that others will find it, that others will, need it. And so I always think of it that way, that, well, the people that will need it, whenever that is, it's here now. The same as the courses. They've been created, they're done. And so once I stepped into that, okay, I've done all the things I wanted to do, most of the courses. I've still got one left that I want to redo because, the self-love one. A lot of information came up about the ego after I created the first one. And I felt like, I need to redo it, or at least make it like an extension. The first one can be an introduction because all of this information's missing. And the second one will be more an in-depth self-love course, So I was guided to put the first one, to offer it at $49, that people can get an idea of the experience of a course that I've been guided to create, That price is also in installments, that you can break it down into 3 payments and do it over, pay it over 3 months. But just to go through the videos, to feel the energy that's coming through, read the beautiful handbook and the workbook. The information in the handbook, I find when I read over them, is just so beautiful. It's worded differently, and I just love how it's all come together, But for people who don't know me and who just don't know, what I do, you can at least have that experience and then know for yourself whether this resonates with you to commit to the other courses, or commit to the coaching or anything that you feel you're drawn to, because your soul has brought you here for a reason, So eventually I got back to my hip, because this whole story was about that. What we can see is what we can bring into our reality. What we can see is what we can achieve, I guess. Or there's so many different ways to say it. So once I got through all of that and I thought, oh, okay, I can breathe again now that I've done what I wanted to do next year. I've done it now. It's done. And I sat with the beautiful hip with all that information that was coming through for that. And so every morning I would already wake up and I'd sit in my bed for a few moments and I would visualize my hip was healthy again. It didn't have any pain. And I could walk. I'd see myself walking like I have done for so many years, pain-free, and enjoying my walks, taking in all the beautiful gardens on the way. I love our neighborhood. And so I would sit there and feel those feelings of how wonderful it feels to do those walks, to take in all the beautiful smells of all the flowers, to enjoy all the beautiful trees. And some of them are so huge, their trunks, and listening to the birds, and I can enjoy all of that again. Because when you're in pain and you're going on a walk, you can't really enjoy it as much. You're too busy with, how can I walk so that I don't have to feel so much pain? How can I feel less pain? And so that takes up your energy. You're not enjoying all the rest, And so I started doing yoga every day. And with the yoga, I would tell myself every day I'm flexible and I'm getting more flexible. And anytime I would exercise, I would go on my walks or I would ride the stationary bike that we have in the garage. I would say to myself, I am strong, and every day I'm getting stronger. And I would say to my body, I give you permission. I give you permission to heal. I know you have the intelligence to do it. You no longer need to hold on to that for me. It's not necessary. And so I would have these beautiful conversations with my body every day. I am strong and I'm getting stronger. I am flexible, and every passing day I'm becoming more and more flexible. And beautiful things like I love my body. I'm so grateful that I get to move around in this vessel every day. I'm so grateful for the vessel I've been given. But I began talking to my body like it has its own intelligence, because I know it does. You can heal yourself. I know you can. You have the capacity. You are whole. You are complete. I would say to my beautiful body, you are the energy that is in all things. The energy that creates the stars and the planets and the universe, the galaxies, is the same energy that's in my body. It is super intelligent. And I trust it to heal itself. I know it can. I know it can. And so I began having these conversations a couple of months ago. And now that pain is gone. It's not necessary for me, for my path, for what I am here to do. But I know it works. And it worked for my daughter. It's all I kept saying to her for weeks and weeks and weeks. See yourself healed. See yourself completely full of energy and healed the way you were before this came. You're happy and you're singing and there's no interruption in your voice when you're talking or singing or doing anything. See yourself that way and ask your body to make it so. I know every time I've been in the hospital, this has been the magic for me. I don't see myself as, I know I'm in pain. When I've been in there, I've been in so much pain. But I don't focus on the pain. Every day what I see is myself back at home. And the first thing, because it brings me so much joy, more than my husband or my daughter, and don't tell them that, is to see myself back at home with my beautiful dogs. That's the first thing I visualize every single time. Their beautiful faces, and they're smiling at me, and their sparkling eyes. And I'm just with them, and I'm pain-free, and I'm happy again to be home. I hold that vision so dearly in my heart, that I'm home with them. And yes, of course, I'm home with my daughter. And yes, of course, I'm home with my partner. But I don't know why the first vision I hold is always to be back with them. Perhaps because in my mind I have less time with them than I do with my daughter and my husband. Our dogs, our pets, they live a lot less than we do. You know? So maybe that's what's in the back of my mind. That I have more time with my daughter and I have more time with my husband, but with them, my time is so precious. Every day I'm away from them is precious. So, my beautiful beings, if you want to see your spirit guides, you want to be with them, first you need to at least know within yourself that it's possible that they exist. It's possible. Start there. And then imagine yourself with them. Imagine they're standing in front of you. Let us know in the comments when you are imagining. What is it that you're seeing? Let us know. We want to know. I'm curious now. Are you seeing a spirit guide in human form? Are they half human, half something else? What is showing up for you as you are imagining that they exist? What do they look like? All right, my beautiful beings, we love you dearly. Remember to click like and subscribe so you don't miss any of the messages. And we'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.